It's back. But before we get into fabrication and this shop, which is my shop, let's take a look back at Methodical and what we did last weekend.
It's been weeks. This looks cool. Oh. So we've gotten caught up in quite a few other things. It's been 5 weeks since I've played with this. Wonder if it starts. Nice fitted car cover. Okay. Wow. Gotta love modern cars.
Cool. So you saw trans mount, diff, exhaust fix. You fixed a water leak up front as well. So what I'd like to do now is let's just go through some existing plans and some things like that. I'll show you around the shop and talk about what's next. Okay, really quick. Things that are on the short-term list, and then there's other things that are going to be on the long-term list while it's in the garage here. Right now, just to put this in perspective, it's March 29th. It was supposed to be one of our first drift events of the year, first autocrosses of the year, and we're in the middle of the COVID-19 thing, so the plans have been kind of manipulated as we move forward. Originally, I just wanted to get the car running and driving. I wanted to put on some suspension work and then go test it. Well, testing's kind of out of the question now. I don't know how long testing is going to be out of the question, so I may jump into some more serious aspects of the project just because I feel like I probably have a little bit of a buffer, which I didn't have before. But let me go down the short list really quick of things we need to accomplish. The oil cooler, while it's big, I don't have the fan on it, and it's clearly not run in a position that makes sense. It was just temporary, obviously. The meth install kit is not installed, so I need to do that. All of these things need brackets. Nothing's sitting very well. It's all from that VRSF kit. Let's see. There's a bunch of wiring and things like that I got to clean up. I've got to pin a bunch of stuff up. You know, I got a small oil leak right here, which you can't buy the gasket for, so I've got to figure something out for that. Let's see. Just kind of recall it's still in the stock intercooler, but I think with meth it's going to be fine. I want to put these splash shields back in because I want to try to make the 17s work up front. So that this is a 17 by 9 with a 10 millimeter offset, so ET10, and it's working out really well. And you can see there's very little poke now. When the control arms and everything move, all that's going to change. More in the long term, though, I need to gut the interior. I've got a hydro sitting there ready to go. I need to figure out what my caliper deal is going to be in the back. I don't know if I'm going to run more OEM calipers with a weld-on bracket, or if I'm going to go to like a 300ZX caliper, which is dual piston and a little bit better quality than the stock sliders that are on this car here. So anyway, I got to figure some stuff like that out. But anyway, long story short, interior needs to be completely gutted. I need to get some seats for this thing. I want to do a full roll cage demo. It's a 4-person cage, which is kind of interesting too because there's no rule book for 4 people. So I've got some really cool ideas on how to do that, and also other aspects of where the car could venture. Trunk is obviously just jam-packed full of stuff, but there's a lot of small little fabrication projects there. So yeah, that's kind of where we are today. If you want to look around the shop, I can do that. Here's my little 211 Miller, which is an amazing little machine. It burns up to 3, and it works with 240 110, so highly recommend Miller. Got another larger TIG back there, a whole bunch of different rods and things like that. Roll cage tubing bender, I've got a shear, I've got a small vise. You know, all this stuff's pretty basic. I've got bandsaw and angle grinder. Again, nothing crazy. But, so yeah. Other things that are in the shop is this Mark II K20 swap that's one solid weekend away. Justin and I, who's a friend of mine, we, you know, fixed this. Then I got to the point where I needed to duplicate on the other side, which is not really that hard. But then to make the suspension geometry work, I need to buy coilovers for the front. And since I'm not really driving this car, I just kind of said, hey, I'm not going to do it right now. And that was a year and a half ago. So you know how it is. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to start this project and take it to the next level. And, you know, hopefully I don't find out too many things that are still wrong with the car. And I've got some cool ideas too for front suspension that I'm sure you guys will be pretty excited about. So anyway, cool. Well, I'm gonna do a quick unboxing of this fender, or this, sorry, not the fender, of this front bumper. Check it out. It looks really good. So, bigger opening on the M style front nose, but this is kind of someone's rendition of a 4-door. But it's not fiberglass, it's eBay ABS plastic, super flexible. It's probably gonna fit like crap, but you know what, it's a front bumper, and you know, it's gonna get beat up a little bit. And I think I'm gonna use this as the attachment points for it. So I wanna make it quick release, just pop a couple things and pop it off. I've got new grill on, but this is really one of the big reasons why I want to keep the OEM plastic assembly up front, where it holds the radiator, it holds the fan, it holds the power steering cooler, which is right here, and just it has like nice, you know, seals all the way around for feeding air. It's just a much better system than I could develop, you know, on my own. Yeah, it's probably a little heavier, but it should be able to take a bump. And as long as I put a, you know, a nice thick bash bar from here on the inside and things like that, attach the bumper in a correct fashion, I think it's really the best of both worlds. Just keep it as factory as possible, but just make it easily removable and things like that. So anyway, I'm excited. This looks amazing. A lot better than I thought. Cool. Well, the next video is going to be more on fabrication. You'll see me tear into the car a little bit. Maybe I'll get a group of people over just to rip the interior out, things like that. But yeah, so I'm super excited. I hope you guys are. I really appreciate you guys following along this far. If you've got to this part of the video, thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.